Now, and let's talk about this one. Some incoming freshmen are now rethinking their intentions of enrolling at their prospective choices coming this fall. There's just so much uncertainty, right? Institutions now facing the crunch of what financial downfalls could happen if their enrollment actually drops. Could this potentially affect higher education for years to come? Right now, we have CEO and college admissions consultant of Command Education, Christopher Rim, to tell us more on what factors are at stake. So good morning to you. Thank you for waking up with us. Let's talk about this right now. You know, so many high school seniors waited so long, right? And they're now in limbo, wanting to attend their dream school here. So what are the responses that you're seeing from students and their families if they're not able to attend regular classes in the fall at their dream school here?
So one of the biggest things I'm hearing right now from the students who are going to be attending or supposed to be attending college this fall is that they want to take a gap year. They want to take a year off so that they're essentially guaranteed that they're going to be starting college in person on campus in fall 2021. They don't want to risk starting classes online because that's not what they signed up for. And they also don't want to be paying tuition upwards of 60, 70, 80,000 to be taking classes online.
Right. So do you think that that gap year, right, would then overburden the system next year? And then what happens to those schools this fall? They're going to lose out on that money, so they have to make up for it somehow.
Exactly. So definitely this will have an impact with the current juniors right now. You know, the current juniors who are going to be applying to college later this fall are going to be impacted. But we also want to think about the international students. We don't know if those international students will be coming to colleges in the US. I work with quite a few international students, and none of them seem to be wanting to come to college in the States right now. They're looking at UK, they're looking at Canada, but for some reason they are not interested in coming to the US. We don't know if this will just be for this upcoming cycle or if this will start a trend in the future for the future.
So what are you seeing or hearing about colleges and universities? What are they doing right now to kind of avoid a budget shortfall or prevent a gap year from even happening? Are they even looking at the option of reducing some of the tuition right now if they are going to be going fully virtual?
So I think right now colleges have not announced any discounted tuitions or anything. Most colleges are not even saying whether or not they're going to be online or in person. But a good indicator that it will take place online is that Harvard actually announced that their pre-orientation program is going to be virtual and digital. So if pre-orientation, which is just a few days or a week before you're supposed to be moving on to campus, is virtual, that actually gives a good indication that classes will be held online. But colleges don't want to officially make that statement because if they do, they'll see a higher number of students request gap years or say that they're going to defer a year or go to a different school.
And lastly, Chris, you know, here in New York City, at least, they announced how they're changing the grading system and going to a pass-fail, right? Which could change things for the college admissions process, which requires a GPA or a high GPA in some cases. So are you hearing anything about how a pass-fail system would affect the college admissions process, or is it too early to tell?
So right now, I don't feel students will be penalized for pass-fail or credit, no credit. So right now, there's just some schools in New York City, private schools, that have gone to pass-fail, credit, no credit. A lot of them are still on the standard grade level GPA. So right now, I would say that it won't have an impact only because colleges know that this is outside of the student's control, and they just can't be penalized for it.
Got it. Chris, thank you for your time this morning. I need to go to the school of how to take care of those plants like you have behind you. My plants are over in my corner dying. Yours look great. Thank you for your time. We appreciate your insight. Stay safe to you, okay?
Thank you.